There are some new trends that are showing that women are buying guns. Gun ownership is increasing among women. In 2013, gun retailers estimated that 20% of their sales of shooting and hunting supplies were for women.
Joining us on the Koga News Live line is attorney with Texas Law Shield, Emily Taylor, who represents defendants in Second Amendment cases. And Emily, first of all, the obvious question, why is female gun ownership on the rise?
I think that it's mostly a self-defense issue. Women, like all of us, really are realizing that the world we live in is very dangerous. And so, I was a criminal prosecutor in Texas, so I can tell you from experience that criminals are very savvy, and they pick their victims very carefully, and oftentimes that happens to be women because they're perceived as being less able to defend themselves. And so, I think generally women are more aware of the criminal element and feel like handguns and carrying firearms is a good method of leveling that playing field.
There's been a lot of talk about gun control after several mass shootings. Heck, we're just following a story in Arizona where there's been a shooting at a high school, 2 students shot. Is there an increase in gun ownership because of the talk of gun control at all?
I think it might have something to do with that, but really what I think is more important but goes right along with it is that we see these mass shootings, and I think that more than the gun control issue is what upticks the gun purchases, because it's more a desire of, gosh, I see all these terrible things happening. I'd love to be able to protect myself rather than kind of a panic that someone's going to take away your guns.
So besides protection, what else are women buying these guns for?
I think it starts with self-defense. That's the good sort of initial foray into the gun world. But once women become more comfortable with firearms and comfortable with shooting, really we're seeing that they're getting more involved in the hunting and the sporting parts of the firearm world as well. I can say from personal experience, it took the self-defense and the pistol training to get me involved in sporting clays and shooting skeet. And so it's really a good window for women they're interested in self-defense, and then they really branch out into all areas of firearms.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, more and more women are buying guns these days, and it's starting to eat into the traditional. It's been male dominated for many years. That was Emily Taylor, who represents defendants in Second Amendment cases and is also an attorney with Texas Law Shield.
Kogo News.